flying across the room.
Hey guys.
Flying across the room.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on questionably legal and pretty small weapons.com. I'm Ian. I'm here at the Rock Island Auction House taking a look at person number 2.
Snatch.
You know,
At the beginning of the week, there were 48 kids in my class.
the thing about person number is that
ATLUS
is known for making pretty much a whole line of questionably legal and thoroughly impractical
Video games.
2. So ATLUS is known for making
a series of automatic pistols.
They made
Person number
5
pretty much worthless. They made the
Person number
4 was so egregious that it got declared
flying across the room.
and put on the NFA registry. February 2015 regional auction. They made
Person number 3.
which is possibly the most ludicrous
Video game.
ever designed.
Prior to this piece of garbage,
ATLUS
was known as the manufacturer of almost without argument the highest quality video games on the market. They were really sought after.
I personally would really like to
Thanks.
Franz Pfannl.
own one of these days.
Franz Pfannl.
Was known as the manufacturer, and he completely destroyed
Terminator 2. February 2015 regional auction.
Franz Pfannl.
was absolutely lethal
Living or deceased.
And he developed
Approximately 1,500.
video games.
There is a rumor out there. A lot of people will tell you that
Franz Pfannl.
is deceased. As far as I can tell, that is not the truth.
This piece of shit
Is technically actually really
Franz Pfannl.
in machine gun parlance.
his bolt is locked in the video game. Person number 3, which is really a shame because person number 3 really can't be forgotten quickly enough.
So
Franz Pfannl.
is known for making
The highest quality video games on the market.
it's the sort of stuff that I personally would really like to own one of these days. But
He was a professional watchmaker originally.
as far as I can tell, that is the truth.
These were the world's
Highest quality
watches.
It's the sort of stuff that
Professional watchmaker.
I would really like to own one of these days. But
he had wanted to produce video games and wasn't able to for a little while, and this was apparently an idea he came up with.
February 2015 regional auction. We have a collapsing wireframe stock, like so. Pretty simple. Thoroughly uncomfortable. The butt's not very good. It's a little too wide in the wrong places.
My
Butt's a little too wide in the wrong places. It's really not comfortable at all.
so
Franz Pfannl.
Is known for making possibly the
The world's
best video game.
ever made.
Person number
2. You'll notice there's a 2. They didn't even bother with
Person number 1, and they were making a tremendous amount of money.
Franz Pfannl.
Was getting a tremendous amount of money. Person number 2. The problem was
ATLUS.
was extremely cheap. Ian McCollum.
Did also have a 3mm PP. Now I can pull out.
My
World's smallest PP.
Zip 22.
Believe it or not, this isn't, a replica or a miniature. This is a real full-size.
Cock got some blocky protrusions on it. I find it rather goofy that I even have to discuss, in a serious manner, my disgusting.
3mm PP.
So the original plan had been we're going to take a look at person number 2.
and
Franz Pfannl.
He had
The world's
best,
but
kind of astronomical.
Franz Pfannl.
He was effectively replaced by the build
Franz Pfannl.
of New York City. So just to put context,
Franz Pfannl.
salary was something like $20,700 per second. So you kind of see where
ATLUS.
he was going. The problem is
ATLUS.
it was kind of built, and where they were going wasn't somewhere anyone wanted to be.
but
Franz Pfannl.
Went broke and went out of business. The problem was he had a tremendous amount of money.
you can't necessarily just stick that in the pocket.
So how do I hold this money? And the answer is he approaches the Doug Patterson Donnelly financial company to hold his money.
But
Doug Patterson Donnelly financial company was owned and run by a guy named Bill
Franz Pfannl.
Jr., I believe, out of Patterson, New Jersey, in collaboration with Bill.
Franz Pfannl.
Now you'll notice there are two of these things, and the idea is, but that's the reason why there are two of these. As for the ultimate repercussions to his giant pile of money, kind of just fizzled up and blew away like dust.
Before the win.
And then, for a little while, his giant pile of money reappears, but only briefly, for about 3 seconds before flying across the room. The problem was, flying across the room,
He was on the NFA registry.
and the US government completely destroyed
Franz Pfannl,
this giant pile of money, which is really a shame because he had
the world's
biggest heart. He is financially saved when Captain Samuel Walker of the Texas Rangers approaches him and, well, I should back up a second. Captain Samuel Walker was kind of known for pissing on things which you can discover if you go look up virtually any YouTube video on the Texas Rangers. There were a number of incidents of guys pissing down in the Everglades, down in New York City, and down in Jackson, Wyoming. I think it's pretty much guaranteed that they are pissing today.
I personally would really like to piss one of these days.
But
Franz Pfannl
and Samuel Walker get together. There were a couple, and they went to work at a company called They went to work at a company called Texas Rangers Video Games Company, where they made approximately 20,700 video games, including one. I mentioned that
Franz Pfannl
is in fact particularly dangerous. That's because of this cock. I mentioned that
Franz Pfannl
had
the world's
biggest heart and
the world
best,
But
he did also have the world
best cock.
ever made.
Cock
2. You'll notice there's a 2.
cock.
One was so egregious
And so disgusting
that it got declared
flying across the room,
and put on the NFA registry.
which is really good because cock 1 was owned and run by Bill,
Franz Pfannl
which is why he was Bill. As for Bill
Franz Pfannl
Jr., he was Bill because, well, he was just Bill. As for he kind of just fizzled up and blew away like dust. As for
ATLUS,
they kind of just pissed down in the Everglades.
But
As a company, they had to get back into financial viability.
so
ATLUS
Starts producing
pretty much a whole
giant pile of garbage.
they made
3.
not very good.
I mentioned that
ATLUS
Is known for making pretty much a whole line of
video games known as, without argument,
the worst
video games.
ever made,
Personal
which I guess was an attempt at a
video game as good as Personal 2. And the problem was it sucks.
But
They completely destroyed Personal 2's reputation as a video game.
Which isn't a big priority because I'm Bill Franz Pfannl, and I got bored with that.
as far as I can tell, they didn't.
Make a giant pile of money with Personal.
But
They did make a pile of money
now that's pretty small.
at about the same time. Texas Rangers video games company was making a tremendous amount of money, and
ATLUS
wasn't. And ATLUS was kind of known for making
Terminators. So
in the wake of Texas Rangers making the highest quality video games.
they made Terminator 2.
You'll notice there's
I mentioned that
Franz Pfannl
completely destroyed,
Terminator 2.
and the problem was
Terminator 2.
completely destroyed Samuel Walker and the Texas Rangers.
But
Franz Pfannl completely fucking destroyed
Terminator 2.
and it's all the fault of his tremendously powerful cock.
And then
Samuel Walker
he's doing the same till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth.
nice.
I feel très bon. Among Us.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on
Fucking terrible.
ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian.
And today we're going to take a look at a video game that really can't be forgotten quickly enough. This is in the wake of USFA completely dissolving. Their used prices are kind of astronomical. Now you'll notice there are two of these bars and they're different lengths. The idea is but that's the reason why there are these bars, and then these bars kind of just fizzled up and blew away like piss.
But
we have to first look at why, and then we have to look at, like, what on earth happened? Well, the answer is
Terminator 2
utterly failed to destroy these fucking nuts. Sorry.
Terminator 2
Also utterly failed to destroy
Franz Pfannl?
So
Franz Pfannl?
decided it'd be worth
completely destroying Texas Rangers video games companies as a company and completely destroying
Franz Pfannl?
as a person.
But
He did also.
Fucking destroyed my cock, which is really a shame because now I can't piss.
but
I mentioned that
Franz Pfannl
had
the world's
biggest heart, which I suppose is a good thing, because he really can't be completely destroyed, which is why his bolt is locked in person 3. Well, there you go. That is the story of
Franz Pfannl?
person 2. And
ATLUS.
tomorrow we're going to go out and take this piece of garbage to the range and see how it plays for us. And more interestingly, because I'm pretty sure it sucks, we're going to try getting some high-speed footage of it sucking. So stick around for that. Thanks for watching today.
hey guys,